Schools Board of Education to order and ask that you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, sir.
Mr. Birchfield?
Here.
Mr. Conley?
Here.
Mr. Trombley?
Here.
Mrs. Minor? Here. Mr. Stahl?
Here.
Dr. Chesney?
Here.
Mr. Kraus?
Here. Next item up is the approval of tonight's agenda. Do we have a motion to approve tonight's agenda as presented?
So moved. Support.
We have a motion supporting discussion on tonight's agenda. All right, I see none. All in favor of accepting the agenda as presented signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes 7-0. Next item up, Dr. Gray, Shining Star.
It's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Colleen Deven tonight, our principal at Bridge Alternative High School, and she has a shining star to talk about.
Okay, you'll have to just give me 2 seconds.
You need help, Colin?
Yeah, well, I have to sign out with you and sign in.
So while we're waiting,
I was gonna
you
say
can
that
mention,
while we're waiting, up on the video screen was a montage of pictures and stuff from Patriot Week put together by Kim Hubert, just to show what we were doing in honor of Patriots Week. So it's a resolution the board's taken to the heart and put a lot of effort into. So it's nice to see some snapshots and pictures of what the kids are doing throughout the week.
we'll post this online too. We just haven't done that yet this week. Also,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. What are you reading, Colleen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys in public. Step back or step in front of one or the other. Just step in front. Switch sides.
All right, thank you for your patience. Our student representative this evening is Bart Schmeiser. He is one of our seniors this year. He didn't know he was getting this award this evening. He's been part of our Bridge Student Leadership Team for the last 2 years. In May of 2016, our Bridge Student Leadership Team went to the Michigan Alternative Education Organization Conference, and students at the conference are entered in various competitions. Marcus was entered in the Art and Expression category, and he won first place for the Bridge logo design. So we had them made into t-shirts, and so we wanted to honor him this evening with the Shining Star Award. By the way, t-shirts are $15 in our office, and all of the proceeds will go towards a scholarship fund. So. Thank you.
All right, we're to the point of our meeting called Call to the Public. This is your opportunity to address the Board of Education. I see we have probably a decent crowd of people who probably want to address the board this evening. We allot 3 minutes for each person. We just ask that you respect that time. Dr. Chesney will give you a little bit of a warning when you got about 30 seconds left in your time, and then a red folder when you're at your time. So we ask you to try to wrap up on time and so we can get through this in an orderly fashion, okay? So So if you'd like to address the board, you can please come up to the podium and state your name and address.
My name is Joshua Wood. I'm a CW coach. I do not live in the Brighton area, but I can provide my address if you still like. As you can see, there's several members of the CW swim team here. As I'm sure everyone is aware, there's been a lot of issue with the contract and with Best. I just wanted to start by asking that if we do address the contract, that Mr. Birchfield abstain from voting on it, as his kids do swim for Best. I think that is a conflict of interest, in my opinion. And based on the meetings I've watched, I think that he may have trouble separating his opinion from what is impartial vote. Just speaking about Best for a second, I understand as a board where all these negative feelings towards CW comes from. I totally understand. When I went through the minutes, there was 6 times since August of 2015 where there's been a Best parent or member in here to complain about big bad CW. I just want to clarify that we're not this monstrous club trying to destroy the local swim community or get rid of Best. We have no problem with Best. We like Best. They exist, great for them. If not, that's fine too. Sure, we love the 5 to 7 time slot, obviously. I'm kind of getting tired of eating dinner at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. But if that's not possible, we're totally fine with it. We're not competing against them. It's against the rules, USA Swim rules, for us to recruit them. I don't think we're stealing any members from them. From my count, we have actually lost 4 members to Best, including 2 coaches. We have a friendly relationship with Best. We're hosting a meet at Brighton High School in a couple weeks. We invited them to come to our meet. When the flags broke at the pool, we bought flags and we offered them to use them if they would like. I just want to clarify that we're not here to get rid of Best. We're here for the kids who want to swim for CW, and this way they don't have to drive 45 minutes. It already, as it is, some of them don't get home to 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then they have homework. And they have to get up the next day. So I just wanted to clarify that we are not trying to get rid of Best at all. We just want to do what's best for the kids and provide them an opportunity. And I know that it may seem like we're trying to get rid of the club that's here already, but we're not. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Alicia Reed. I live at 4806 Windswept Drive. I just wanted to mention to the board some of the great things that are happening over at Maltby. I went to the PTO meeting this week and heard a lot about the social media event that they're putting on for parents to try and help us figure out how to talk to our kids about how to be safe with social media and to teach us what's going on, because there's certainly a lot more than I understand. And I would recommend to the board that you take a look at that program and see if that's something we can roll out to our other schools, because that's probably very valuable to all of the parents in the district and for all of the students in the district.
Thank you.
Hi, back on the Best in CW topic. First, I'd like to thank you all for extending the CW practices at Brighton. I've lived in Brighton for 3 years, 2 of which I've swam for Best. They're a great team with lots of potential, but at the moment, I can't compare them with CW. I switched to CW because I just needed more of a challenge as I was getting older, and to drop more time in my races. For the past year, I've been on the CW team, and I've really felt myself getting faster. I practice every day at Brighton, but if there were to be only practices in Ann Arbor, I definitely wouldn't be getting the days I needed in. Since school started, I've been doing around 4 hours of homework each night. And if I spend 2 more hours just in the car going to practice to Ann Arbor, it would be really damaging to my grades also. just why I need CW at the Brighton pool.
Thank you very much.
Name, please. Ma'am? Chloe, last name?
Hi, my name is Jill Reed, the mother of that beautiful young lady who just spoke to you. She is one of my 2 children that go here to Brighton schools, and she's a sophomore, and humbly did not say that she's a state swimmer for Brighton. She was last year as a freshman, and she currently has 3 state times, 1 individual, 2 relays this year. We just want to thank you for the opportunity to voice our opinions tonight. I know that there's a lot of us. As she mentioned, we did move to Brighton 3 years ago. We moved because we love the community and the school district. Chloe swam for best for 2 years. After her freshman swim season, she decided she needed a more rigorous training, which we were thrilled that Brighton had collaborated with Club Wolverine. This allowed Chloe elite training while not compromising her study or homework time, or important to swimmers, her sleeping pattern. More sleep is always better for swimmers. We were sad to hear recently that the CW program may be terminated. As you can see from the turnout tonight, CW is Brighton community. They want to work with BEST, not against BEST. They're 2 totally different programs. We know this because she's been in both programs. And they're for 2 totally different types of swimmers. There should not be any threat to BEST to have Club Wolverine there. Most of the swimmers who are in your 2 fastest lanes are Club Wolverine swimmers. They're also all your state swimmers. They're the swimmers who bring you top 5 state championships, or top 5 in the state each year at states. And they also help bring home a lot of conference titles for Brighton High School. So by you telling them that they need to go swim 45 minutes away every single day, but please come back and swim for our high school during the high school season, I think is just kind of a slap in the face to these girls and to the boy swimmers as well. I'm sorry, guys. And to our boy swimmers as well. I know a lot of them as well are very good students on the honor roll, and this would hinder their academics as well. So hopefully tonight you take that into consideration when you're voting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Kathy Fisher, 8677 Ardmore in Brighton. I wanted to do just kind of a throw out to the crowd here. Could the Brighton school swimmers who are with CW just stand up really quick? I think it's important for you to see that CW have Brighton school swimmers on the team, and that's what this is all about. I was with BEST, with my family. We swam with Brighton USA, and you just get to a point where you need something more. Thank you, guys can sit down. And thank you for coming, because we want you to know that these kids are committed to swimming. It's 3 hours a night on some nights, so add that to school. It's hard on them, it's hard on the parents to get them down to Ypsilanti or Ann Arbor. So we appreciate having the Brighton pool available to them, but they're going to bring something back to the school as well. So it's in the best interest of the families, of the swimmers, and just getting that next level that we get with CW. So, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Mona Shand. I live at 4852 Oak Tree Court in Brighton. I have 2 kids who are swimming with Club Wolverine right now. I have one son who swam for BEST previously. And I just want to say that I think both of them are excellent excellent programs. I also think that they are very different programs. They have different goals, they don't compete with each other, and I think that there has to be a way for them to coexist. I think that it's in the benefit of Brighton and Brighton area schools for them to coexist. And it can only serve to draw more families to what is already an outstanding district, to have both a strong recreational swim team and a nationally recognized club team. I think it can only bring families in here. Over the summer, there was one day where we were at the pool. There was a meet that had, it was a summer swim team meet. So it was best against the Oak Point swim team. The swim team was going on at the same time as Club Wolverine practice. Sure, at first, for the first few minutes, it was a little bit odd. Like anything new, it's an adjustment period. But eventually, everything, from my perspective anyway, seemed to go pretty well. And it was actually great to see the kids sharing the pool so well. And I hope that the adults can find a way to do so as well. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Although I was a competitive swimmer in high school and college, this is a new topic. I have asked informally for this a couple times. I am now formally asking for documentation, including the bond committee meeting minutes for January through December of 2014, which seem to be missing from the website. I would also like to see on the website details of the school bond meeting minutes and the minutes from the school board meetings with respect to the timeline of expenditures and the meeting where the full board granted Dr. Gray discretionary approval and set aside the line item approval that the full board had prior to that point. I think it would be helpful, and I think the commonality that I see here, I see a lot of really dedicated Club Wolverine parents, I see dedicated BEST parents. My grandmother used to say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The commonality that I see here is we are a small town, and when we don't bring all stakeholders to the table in advance of a decision that's going to impact stakeholders, it never works out well. It never works out as well as it could have had we taken a step back and recognized that decisions that we make with really small groups of people holding more power without including individuals that are going to be impacted on both sides, it never works out as well as it could have. So I think the lesson to take away from a variety of things is that we are a close-knit community, and in that spirit, I'm asking for basically a timeline and a delineation of the difference between the expenditures that were originally approved by voters for the bond, for the $88 million bond, versus the expenditures that we actually made on a light item, essentially a section in the board on the website, so that we don't keep recreating the wheel. One of the things about Brighton that is a strength that can also be a weakness is that we have a turnover of families, and I think one good way to help people understand what has gone on and what is going on, whether it be differences in pay fee structure, is to get that information out in a much more visible way so that you don't have to dig. So, thank you. Julie Hine, 6975 West Ridge Drive, Brighton.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Kelly House Seaman. We just moved 10406 Heidi Road, Brighton, Michigan. My daughter is Taylor Seaman. Just to give the board a little bit of perspective on the benefits of BEST and then the benefits of CW. My daughter swam for best from the time she was 8 years old until just after high school season, her freshman year. It was great for her. She had some really good times and was doing very well. After her first high school season, she realized she needed to have more challenges and be able to swim on relay teams with girls at the same level as her. So we made that decision to go to CW at that time. It was in the middle of November. Driving 45 minutes one way, we did it for the last 3 years. When we heard that CW was coming to Brighton, we couldn't have been happier. It gave her the option of not having to drive down 45 minutes one way. She could practice at Brighton, she could get her homework done. It was just, it's very convenient for her. The benefits that CW gave her. Her freshman year of high school, she did not qualify for states in the 200. She barely qualified in the 100. She started at CW a year later, her sophomore year. She finished 4th in the state in the 200 and 1st. Only the second time in Brighton high school history that we had a state champion swimmer. And it was because of the benefits that she received from CW. Not that they were competing with us, it was just a higher level of what she needed at the time. The best and CW are two separate things. They don't compete with each other at all. It offers all of these kids in here an opportunity to be their best. And I can't tell you how many times she stayed up past midnight doing her homework because she had to drive down to Ann Arbor. And if that could save these kids, she's a senior this year, so it's not really going to benefit her that much. But in the future, if all of these kids could benefit from it being local, that would be a tremendous thing for the Brighton community. There are swimmers here who just started with CW this summer, who swim on the team with her, who have had drops in time greater to or equal to what she had between her freshman and sophomore year, as a result of being able to practice at Brighton High School during the summer, twice a day, for many hours. So I just wanted to give you the perspective of somebody who went through BEST and through CW, driving down Ann Arbor every day. It's a pain. And if we could come to an agreement here that both of them can exist and benefit the community, I would say that I agree 100% that they do both benefit the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi there, I'm Tom McHugh, 4894 Brookwood Meadows Drive. I love Brighton. I've got 3 kids. We've got 2 of those kids that are CW swimmers. One of my oldest son did BEST for, I think it was a year. Had a great experience. In fact, he went to a summer meet and took first in the summer league. And we hadn't put a whole lot of effort and challenge in front of him yet. And so we knew that we wanted the next level of competition. And then in the fall, this was last fall, CW came in and it was perfect. He was not the top kid. I didn't want him to be the top kid, I wanted him to be challenged. He's being challenged, and that's awesome. To me, the difference between BEST and CW is a little bit like the difference between a community college and a 4-year college with many degrees that are available. A community college can offer only a certain amount of things, whereas a 4-year college can offer so much more. And I see CW doing that. CW and BEST are doing great together, it seems. I don't know the exact numbers for BEST, but the numbers when I go see their practice at the beginning of our practice, it's thriving. To me, it looks like it's thriving. The coaches are out there, the kids are having a great time. It looks like it's thriving. And then we have another thriving program come in, and we are utilizing this pool to its fullest. We built this beautiful pool. Let's not just use it 2 hours a night. Let's utilize it to its fullest. And by having CW there, we are really bringing a very good program into Brighton here that we can really give to the kids in the community. I really see this as a benefit. I know surrounding families from Howell, from Pinckney, have come to Brighton schools and are now enrolling their kids into Brighton schools because of their experience with CW. They got into the school and became familiar with it, and they're now enrolled in Brighton schools. I know 4 kids. Multiply that times $7,000 per kid. I really think it's a benefit to the school district to have both programs. I really think BEST is great. I think CW is great. Let's have both.
Anybody else like to address the board this evening? All right, I see none. That ends our call to the public. Next item on the agenda tonight is the superintendent report.
We'll begin with the student reps, and we're going to kick it over to Marcus, who already started tonight. So Marcus, you're up.
Hello, my name is Marcus Schmeiser, as I was already introduced. I'm a senior at the Bridge this year, and our year is already off to a great start this year. And we have 50 kids that aren't even from Brighton areas that are choosing to come to our school. And this year we have 100 students. Last year we didn't, we had less than 100. We have new carpets this year, which, I mean, yeah, it's carpet, but you should have seen the carpets last year. We have a new office secretary, Ms. Pam Kilpatrick, new science teacher, Penny He, new online coordinator, Elise McKenna, and a new art teacher, Miss Wendy Root. Bridge leadership students, which I'm a part of, started doing their monthly work at God's Kitchen, which is how we go there and help them serve food to people who need food every Wednesday at the beginning of the month. And Miss Deven went a couple weeks ago, and she had a great time. Last week was our open house, and 20% of the families came and represented, and we look forward to a great year. But a little bit about why I went to the Bridge is because I went to Howell Public Schools. Before that, I came from Redford to Howell. That's a hard switch to make if you're not aware. And the school was just not doing it for me. I had up to 90